In this video, I'll be sharing with you how you can create a SQL Server RDS database on AWS. So from the console, you're going to search for RDS, then select Aurora and RDS, then scroll down and select Create a Database. For the engine option, select Microsoft SQL Server, scroll down, select the edition of your choice. I'll be using Express to utilize the free tier. Then scroll down and select the version of SQL Server that you need. So the oldest available is 2016 and the latest is 2022 at the time of recording this video. Now SQL Server 2025 is in preview, so maybe at the time of watching this video, you'll see SQL Server 2025 from the drop down list. So here I'm going to select free tier and I'm going to specify a name for my database. I'm going to call this DPA, then scroll down and specify a password for the admin user. Ensure you use a strong password. Now, because I'm utilizing the free tier, I'm going to be keeping the default storage settings, right? You can always change it to your workload and increase the size. So for compute resource, because I have an EC2 instance that I want to connect to, right? I'm going to select connect to an EC2 compute resource. Now from the drop down, I'm going to select my existing server. Now you could have continued without the option that says don't connect to an EC2 compute resource. That is fine. Then scroll down. If you have an existing subnet, you can go ahead and choose an existing subnet, right? So I'll be keeping the default option as automatic setup. For public access, I'll be keeping it as no. You can change this later, right? Then scroll down. Now if you have configured like your AWS Active Directory or any other Active Directory, you can enable this option. However, in my case, I'm not going to enable it. Here you can add a tag. Let's say dev, enter a value, dev, right? And for monitoring, if you enable database insights advanced, right, you'll get more detailed monitoring insights and your retention and your data can be retained up to 15 months. For the standard database insight, your data is retained up to 7 days. So I'm going to scroll down and select create database. So once my database is created, it will show an available status. So this will take a minute or two to complete. Let's go into the configuring enhanced monitoring stage. So this process took about 10 minutes thus far. So now it's doing an initial backup of the database instance. So the backup is complete and the database is available. Now to connect to your database instance, select the identifier. And then this is the endpoint that you'll use to connect in Management Studio and the default port. And the admin password that you set when you were creating your instance, and that's basically it. You'll connect just like any regular database. If you're not able to connect, you're gonna go to your security groups, select the RDS security group, and then you can add inbound traffic. So here I'm going to select edit inbound rules, add a rule. I'm going to say custom TCP IP. From the drop down, I'm going to say my IP and then select save rule. So this will allow my PC to be able to connect to this SQL Server instance. So you have to keep that in mind. If you're not able to connect, the first thing that you want to check is that you allow incoming traffic to your instance. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.